Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my January favorites. Though it is late, my January favorites is up. I ideally wanted to have filmed this video at the beginning of the month, but then shit happened. So yeah, I have a lot of favorites. A lot of these things you have already seen in videos, you've already heard me rant about them either on social media or somewhere, but I wanted to make a video and just address them all here. If you're interested, let's get started. Thing I wanted to mention is kind of a random favorite. It's actually this purse. I bought it at ALDO. They had all throughout Christmas they had a whole bunch of their handbags and their purses on sale for like 50-60% off. The thing with me and handbags are I'm not gonna spend $800 on a purse to hold my laptop. You know what I mean? I like buying cheaper purses. Expensive doesn't always mean cheap quality, so I love it. I got it at the beginning of December actually. I got it right before Christmas and I use it all throughout January. Just when I need a little bit more bag space. I keep a whole bunch of shit in my bag, so I love it. I've been using it a whole bunch. I don't use it so much for school anymore because I have a whole bunch of school books, but yes, I got it at ALDO and I love it. Next, on to makeup. I did a lot of makeup shopping this past month and I made a lot of discoveries and I just tried out a whole bunch of stuff that I had in my collection. First thing that I wanted to talk about is something that is no surprise. I did only get it about maybe a couple weeks ago, but I've been using it non-stop, and it's the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. Obviously with any sort of hype over a product on the internet, like there are the people that are like, shit, this is great, and then there are the other people that are like, it's really not that great, you're being annoying, and then there are the people that are like, you're both annoying, shut the fuck up. I didn't think that it was anything special, but then I decided to try it, you know? The only reason why I'm so impressed with it is because I do have this Guerlain L'Or primer, and this is like a radiance primer. It has like 24 karat gold in it, whatever, super luxurious, but the way that this primer makes my skin feel is amazing. So the moment that I realized that this makes my skin feel the exact same way, I haven't used this ever since. So this is $85, this is like $13. Who wins? Please tell me. I have a feeling that I use a whole much more than I need to be using, but ever since I started using it, I can go 12-13 hour days without needing to touch up my makeup at all, and I love it. So if you haven't tried it out, the hype is real, just go buy it. Or if you don't end up liking it, you can give it to your boyfriend so he can use it. The next thing I wanted to mention was my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural and Medium Golden. I don't know if you guys recall, but a couple months ago I did purchase Medium Dark, and I purchased it without realizing that it was way too dark for me even at the time. And then at that point I was like, well, it's too dark for me right now, so I can use it as a face powder when I'm more tanned. But the thing with that specific one is it didn't work as a powder for me. I use it to bronze up my skin before I contour, and that's just all it works for me, unfortunately. But I went back to MAC and I was like, I need a mineralized skin finish and I need it to match my skin right now because I haven't gone into any tanning beds, I haven't fake tanned with like mousses or anything like that, so I'm just pale. I love this stuff. It's like perfect coverage. I don't know what the deal is with mineralized skin finishes, but they're so great and they're so creamy, and they really don't make it look like you have a whole bunch of makeup on your face, which is always a plus. So A+, if you haven't tried out any of the mineralized skin finishes, you should definitely go check it out. Next thing I wanted to mention was the foundation that I've been using all month, and I don't know if you guys have paid attention to it, but my skin was so dry in January. Skin was dry, like my eyelids were dry, they were flaking out, like my hairline was flaky, like everything was dry. So I put away all of my mattifying foundations pretty much for the winter. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them or not. I have quite a few of them, so I think it'll be wasteful if I throw them out. So I switched back to my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and I love this stuff. I loved it years ago. I still love it. It just adds the most beautiful luminous finish. It has SPF 20 in it, which is also a good thing even in the winter. So I use it as a very luminous finish, but then I mattify it. When you mattify it with a powder, the glow still shows through. Like I don't look flat matte at all. And I love this stuff. I will always love it. go try it out. Next thing I wanted to mention was my favorite eyeshadow palette of the month, and this should be no surprise. I used this palette in about 2 videos, I think, and it's my Tartelette and Bloom palette. I remember when the original Tartelette palette came out, I don't know, I liked it. I liked what other people were doing with it, but for some reason I was just always too broke. I was always so broke, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend $50 on a palette. I don't want to do it, blah blah blah. So then Desi and Lustre Luxe and all of them went on vacation with Tarte, and then they revealed this guy, and I'm like, oh my god, thank god I didn't buy that one, because this one is so much better, and it just has so many warm tones. This is me in palette form with a pink sparkly case. I needed to kind of like stop using it because I felt like I was using it in every video, but it's still my favorite. I still use it all the time. So yeah, if you're into warm tones, then you'll love this. This palette that I wanted to mention was my NARS and Stephen Klein palette. I bought this around the holiday time, and even though it was an expensive palette, I feel like the amount of use that I'm getting, I didn't think that I would use it even as much as I've been using it. But my 3 favorite shades in this palette are Laguna, which is the bronzer. They do sell Laguna separately, so once I run out of it, I will be able to buy it on its own if I feel like it. But the 2 blushes that I've been loving this month are Lustre and Blashphemy, which are these 2 right here. They're all shimmery blushes, which usually I don't really like, but these ones just make it look like I'm so glowy and healthy, and I love it. So the next couple things that I wanted to mention were brushes, and I didn't really use that many new brushes. I actually think that I need to put in an order on Morphe and just get a whole bunch of new brushes, because all of my brushes are dying on me for some reason. Like, I needed to bury my favorite powder brush yesterday. It was a really sad story. The one that I wanted to talk about was this Morphe brush. I don't know what number it is. If I can find it out, then I will definitely let you know in the down box below. But it's the perfect contouring. Like, I use it for bronzer, I use it for contouring, and it is the most perfectly sized brush in the world. I love it so much. And yeah, it's from Morphe. Anything from Morphe is inexpensive. If I can find out what the number is, I'll have it linked in the description box below, and you can go check it out. The next thing I wanted to mention was the blending brush that I've been loving this month, and this is the Morphe M330 brush, and this brush is everything. So amazing that I don't know how a blending brush can be this amazing. It's perfect so that you can blow out the color in your crease if you want it, but you can also do really good precision work in the crease, and you can do it in the outer V. I use this to shade some of the lower lash line color that I have. Honestly, think that I'm gonna buy like 8 million more of these because I'm so obsessed with it. Now on to lip products. Mariah likes lipstick, who knew? Snapchatted a couple days ago a mass order of Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks that I got. I am like liquid lipstick crazy at the moment. Any means though, I'm no like lipstick professional, so it's probably all over my face right now. Is it? Next thing I wanted to mention was my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Stone, and I'm just so obsessed with this color. I think they describe it as like a grayish, if that makes any sense. It's like a mauvey, pinky, gray-y, nude lipstick. That's my amazing describing skills for you. So it's this one right here, and these liquid lipsticks, once they go on, they do not budge. I can eat ramen, I can eat chicken chow mein, and my lipstick will still be in the exact same place where it was before I started eating. So if you guys are in the market for a good liquid lipstick formula, this is the one. Dose of Colors all the way. Forever support, always. Another lip product that I wanted to mention was this Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick. Maybelline recently came out with liquid lipsticks. Now, they're not as matte as the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, but they are a very nice, comfortable formula. The longevity isn't amazing, but for a drugstore liquid lipstick, it's absolutely phenomenal. And I bought, I think, 2 other shades. I bought this like rosy pink shade, and this one is called Flush, and then I bought the red shade, and this one is called Rebel Red. So if you guys want a video on these 3 and my thoughts about it, let me know down in the comments. The next lipstick that I wanted to mention is a very mini size. Allie got me an entire mini like version of all of Colourpop's best sellers. And the lipstick that I wanted to mention was Beeper. And Beeper, I think I've just been really into like dark mauvey brown colors lately. Beeper in specific, the most perfect color. I love it. Anytime I'm wearing it, people ask, they're like, what are you wearing on your lips? And then I'm like, it's Beeper. It's from Colorpop. It's like so cheap. You should go buy it. Last lip product that I wanted to mention isn't a lipstick, but it's this Bite Beauty Agave lip mask. Now, in one of my Sephora orders, I got a sample for a whole bunch of the Agave lip masks by Bite Beauty, and I was so obsessed with this one that I ended up paying the $30 for this little tube. I actually use it every single night after I moisturize my skin, after I cleanse it, after I do that entire regime, and then I wear this. When you spread it on your lips, it's like this like holographic orange color. It just looks like a gloss. I'm not losing it, I promise. Believe me, go check it out in store, but definitely this stuff is awesome. That's all I have to say. That I wanted to mention in my January favorites video was my iPhone. So I bought this guy at the beginning of January. It's the iPhone 6, and I have this gold casemate case on it. Wow, it's so dirty. Good job. Look how cute we are. Ever since Apple came out with the iPhone 6, I like even just the size, even just how it looks. The iPhone 6 to me is the absolute perfect smartphone. So I have always wanted it. And my last favorite, if you guys follow me on any sort of social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, anything, you know that I have been obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. I have always watched Grey's Anatomy when it's on. Like, I remember when I was younger, I would always dance on Thursday nights, and by the time I got home, Grey's Anatomy was playing, my mom was watching it. I would always like sit there and watch a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, McDreamy, oh my god, McSteamy, but like I never actually knew the storyline in consistency. When the Christmas break was over, I actually thought that I started school a week earlier than I actually did. So I was sitting at home and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with my time? So I binge watched 10 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in a week and a half. But I'm still so in love with the show that I can't stop watching it. If you guys haven't checked it out, you should go binge watch 10 seasons too and be like me. So that, guys, is the end of my favorites video. I really hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you want to see more favorites videos from me down in the comments below. That will be the only thing, like, favorites videos I'm keeping on it this year, you guys. If you guys like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. So if I can find out what it's called, then like, I have never felt so dry. Like, everything, like my legs are still pretty dry actually. Like, I should probably moisturize them, but I switched back to my L'Oreal True Light. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. Perfect sultry makeup for Valentine's Day. You can pair it pretty much with any lip that you want, but I decided to use my new Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Mood. I have been obsessing over pictures that people have been posting with this lipstick, so I got it in the mail yesterday and I decided to play today. So all of the products that I'm going to be using in the video today are going to be listed in the description box below, and they're also going to be posted on my blog mallexandra24.com, along with a whole bunch of other fun stuff that I've been posting on there.